Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel called In Touch with Cultures. My name is Adriana, I'm a PhD in linguistics, a French and Polish teacher, fully embracing the fact of living the multicultural life when it comes to my job, hobbies, day-to-day basis, friendships and romantic relationships. First of all, I would like to encourage you all to click on the subscribe button down below and to like my videos and podcasts. It really helps growing our multicultural community where everyone, no matter his cultural background or identity, can freely express his opinions and beliefs, and thanks to that we can really grow and we can share the essential, sometimes even controversial matters that meet our interests. In today's topic, we will dive into the femininity revolution, which is a trend, a movement that is mostly emerging since 2019, especially in American and Canadian society. There are many women who are spreading the femininity message to the entire world. Among others, we can name Mrs. Midwest, Cynthia L., The Daily Connoisseur, the feminine fancy, the fascinating womanhood. These are all the women who are sometimes housewives. Most of them are homemakers, and they may have a part-time job or full-time job, but they all have one ultimate purpose. It is to show how we can define nowadays, in the era of feminists, our feminine body and soul, how we can embrace it. And I really love their work, and I do appreciate it very much. And I invite you to follow them and to see what they are presenting to the world. Nevertheless, I would like to share with you my viewpoint on this matter, because I guess that we as women, we went honestly too far in our feminist journey. We start with a good purpose. We start with our initial emancipation, with access to the education, with a fight of our women's right, and it was highly important at that time, I don't deny it. But somewhere in between, what happened, I don't approve it, because now we are more similar to the misogynists and men with whom we were fighting with in the patriarchal era. And we lost a little bit our own identity, our own female tools, female language, expression, self-expression, etc. And when I was studying French, I had to learn about French feminists, very important, like Julia Kristeva or Lucie Rigaret. Even now, I'm teaching my students about feminine icons like Georges Sand or Coco Chanel. I really admire them because they were strong, they had strong beliefs. They were trying to overcome all of the possible obstacles in this patriarchal masculine world. But what I don't approve in today's society is that many women are really driven by this masculine energy. Sometimes, really, it is an extreme version of themselves. When it comes to their outfit, to their mindset, to their way how they are perceiving the world, they lost somewhere their elegance. They even look like men, and I guess that femininity should not be an obstacle in our life. On the contrary, we should be really proud of it. The same comes with masculinity when we talk about men. And I can say that nowadays, as women, we can feel our own misery when we are coming back home after so many hours spent at work, and we still have so many duties to fulfill when it comes to our husband, nest, our kids. And I'm not saying that men should not be involved in the paternal duties or in a domestic stuff, because of course they should be involved, they should help the women, but it doesn't always have to be 50-50. Um, or sometimes it can be 40-60 or even 70-30, so that we can feel in our relationships really wholesome, really fulfilled. And not everything in this world has to be so brutally calculated, in my humble opinion. And we should stop this constant fight with men, because men are not trash, women are not trash either. Everyone has its important role in the society, and we need the right balance in our life, and we have to find some common sense, because today we have this identity crisis. The men don't know how they could define themselves. The women don't know either. And we should come back to our origins, to our roots, to rediscover who we truly are by nature, but also what version of ourselves do we want to show, and what system of beliefs we want to incorporate, so that it will actually fit in the way of living. And I'm here because I can see that many of you are afraid to openly tell that we are not happy of how our world today looks like. I'm not saying that women should stay home, because women can pursue a beautiful career, but they don't have to feel that they are successful only when they define themselves by the job position, job function that they are currently doing, because it is not the only way to define themselves. They have multiple roles. They are mothers, wives, they can be someone's lovers, they can also have their own hobbies, they can have their creative spirit, and they can have the job position. And we have to take life in its totality. And someone who wants to be only the mother, let this person be only the mother. When someone wants to be only the CEO, let this person be like that. We cannot judge people by their own choices. I guess that nowadays everyone should do whatever he or she wants, and of course he should respect the others. And I guess that we should honestly find finally a way to collaborate together in the name of love and mutual respect, because this is what is missing in today's society. And also, I guess that many people are searching for external validation. This is why maybe sometimes they don't want to admit that they are a little bit lost. but we can see this slow motion, slow life movement, this coming back to nature, this minimalism that is emerging, and more people are inclined to this kind of life. And I think that now we should also take into account this femininity revolution. And I would really love to invite you to share your point of view on this topic with me. And this is all for today's video, and see you next time, my beautiful people. Bye bye.